Right now at noon, a vigil held in Whitewater remembering a student, gymnast, and friend to many. Plus, the father of the suspect in a deadly Georgia shooting is now in custody. What he's accused of and what penalty his son could face. This is News 3 Now at noon. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. I'm Josh Sprider. We do begin with breaking news at this hour. Right now, Meriter Hospital in Madison is on lockdown. This is according to a spokesperson at the Madison Police Department. Details are limited at this time, but we do have a crew on the way to the scene. Stay with News 3 Now and channel3000.com for the latest developments. Also breaking this afternoon out of Platteville, police have identified the man who was found dead this past Monday. He is 42-year-old Derek Eastlick of Wapaka. Eastlick was found by two people who were walking near a trail. The cause of death for Eastlick and the circumstances of why his body was found is unknown. Police say their last contact with the man was on August 16th when he fled on foot from a traffic stop. Continuing coverage in Whitewater, where the community is paying respect to Kara Welsh. The UW-Whitewater student and gymnast was shot and killed last Friday. Dozens gathered inside the University Center Hamilton room for a vigil to celebrate her life. Welsh was a 2023 national champion on the vault. She also won 2 WIAC championships.
Kara always put her team and her teammates first. We stand on the tradition of one family, one team, and one dream. Kara lived and embodied every one of those characteristics.
There's a GoFundMe page to help pay for funeral expenses. If you'd like to contribute, we have a link on our website, channel3000.com. Well, if you've stepped outside today, big cool down as we head into the weekend. Verse4 meteorologist Kelly Slifka has a look at your certified most accurate forecast. It's a little different out there today, Kelly.
Yeah, a bit of a chill out here this afternoon here in southern Wisconsin. It's going to be an even cooler tomorrow, but it's not going to last real long. We'll talk about that coming up. But right now you can see some of these clouds are getting a little bit heavier, a little bit darker. I think as we go over the next several hours, we can't rule out a few showers passing through, even in the Madison area. They should be pretty light. Right now, most of them are up to the north in Adams and Juneau County, just to the northwest of the Dells. They're sinking down to the south with that northerly wind that we have. These are fairly light. These are not going to be widespread, and they should be fairly brief, but we can expect at least a passing shower. We can see down to the south and west there in near Fenimore, seeing a few showers as well. As we look at our future track radar, you can see some of these showers drifting toward Madison, toward the mid to late afternoon hours. Once again, these will be brief. Going into the afternoon hours, they should diminish once we get toward the dinner hour. Feeling like fall the next couple of days, but we are looking at some 80s to return next week. Right now, we do have those clouds that are hanging tough. 63 right now in Madison, also Middleton across the area. We are expecting temperatures to hold in the 60s today. We'll talk about the cool weather this weekend, but maybe some record highs next week. Some 80s back in forecast. More coming up.
September in Wisconsin, right?
Yeah, up and down.
Thank you, Kelly. The father of the suspect in custody for the Georgia school shooting is facing charges this afternoon. Prosecutors accuse 54-year-old Colin Gray of letting his 14-year-old son have a weapon. Police and federal agents are investigating if the father purchased the weapon for his son as a gift. Police say the suspect used an AR-15 style rifle. Local deputies questioned the father and student last year due to posts he allegedly made online threatening to carry out a school shooting. Police say they didn't have enough evidence at the time to make an arrest.
These charges stem from Mr. Gray knowingly allowing his son, Colt, to possess a weapon. He is in custody at this point in time. His charges are directly connected with the actions of his son.
Both the father and son are currently being held without bail. In Georgia, they have the death penalty. However, with the suspect being a juvenile, the maximum penalty he faces is life without parole. The judge in this case set the next hearing for the suspect on December 4th. Madison police weighing in on that shooting as schools are welcoming students back this week. MPD Chief Sean Barnes calling on the Madison School Board to reconsider reinstating school resource officers in schools. He released this statement reading in part, "Let us not allow politics to override the safety of our children. We must take proactive steps to prevent tragedies like the one in Georgia from happening in our own community." Right now, Governor Evers is ordering flags to fly at half-staff tomorrow in honor of late Wisconsin State Representative Stephen Freese, who died last Wednesday. Freese grew up in Hazel Green and served for 16 years in the Wisconsin Assembly, representing the 51st Assembly District. During his time in the Assembly, he served as Speaker pro tempore for 12 years. Services for Representative Freese will also be held in Sisnanawa. Trump is in court again today trying to overturn a verdict in E. Jean Carroll's sex abuse lawsuit. A jury found Trump was liable for sexually abusing Carroll in 1996 and awarded her $5 million. Trump's lawyers are saying the jury's verdict should be tossed because evidence was allowed at that trial that should have been excluded and vice versa. A second jury last January awarded Carroll over $80 million in damages after Trump made comments about her while president. A Madison man convicted of killing a toddler will spend the rest of his life behind bars. 26-year-old Marshawn Giles was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. He was found guilty in April of over a dozen charges. In 2022, Giles was arrested after he beat a woman and tried to rape her. He also threw a 20-month-old girl toward a bathtub, and into a toilet. An autopsy found she suffered skull fractures and blunt force injuries consistent with sexual assault. His defense pleaded not guilty for reasons of insanity. His jurors rejected that plea. Well, the Green Bay Packers will kick off their season tonight against the Eagles. This game will look a little different than most. The team is down in Sao Paulo, Brazil for their very first game in South America. The game will only be available to watch on the streaming service Peacock. It starts at 7:15 tonight. Well, it is that time of year again where we are looking to kick off our Coats for Kids campaign. We are happy to be partnering with Clinky Cleaners, the Boys and Girls Club of Dane County, and Magic 98 for the 39th annual Winter Coat Collection. I'm happy to be kicking this off on Monday on News 3 Now this morning, where we're going to be packing the truck at the Clinky Cleaners location on Monona Drive starting at 5 a.m. We're looking for those gently used coats, hats, gloves, snowsuits, and any winter accessories. You can find more information about that on this story at channel3000.com. Well, still ahead for us on a Friday afternoon, the rewards programs at major airlines under investigation, plus how Chipotle is gearing up for Halloween this year.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon, moving forward.
We all know costs are too high, but while corporations are gouging families, Trump is focused on giving them tax cuts. But Kamala Harris is focused on you.
Building up the middle class will be a defining goal of my presidency.
She'll make groceries more affordable by cracking down on price gouging. And she'll cut housing costs by taking on corporate speculators. Middle-class families build America. We need a leader who has their back.
I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
Get an 11% rebate on everything at Menards. Transform your space into a haven of comfort and style with Shaw Carpet. Inspired Journey will add warmth and luxury to your home. Now on sale for $149 per square foot after rebate. Menards is your one-stop shop for appliances with the largest selection in stock. Ready to take home today. Save over $300 on this Maytag 5-cycle dishwasher after 11% mail-in rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
This is a hallway. Doesn't evoke much feeling, but to those facing cancer or a complex condition, it feels like relief. Because all the doctors, treatments, and technology you've been fighting to find, they're all right here, under one roof, connected by hallways instead of highways. East Park Medical Center, coming soon. UW Health, remarkable.
You work hard enough. Take a load off this Labor Day with new appliances from Brothers Maine. Celebrate the holiday with unbeatable deals on top brands like GE Appliances, Cafe, Hotpoint, and Haier. Don't miss out. Shop the Labor Day sale at Brothers Maine today.
I was a Kamala Harris supporter. That changed after an illegal alien murdered my son, running him over, then driving back and forth over Drew's body 3 times. The man who killed my son had been arrested previously, but Kamala Harris let him go. As San Francisco's DA, Kamala was soft on crime. As a senator, she supported releasing criminal aliens back into our neighborhoods. Kamala Harris is dangerous.
Preserve America PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
The rewards programs of the nation's 4 largest airlines are now under federal investigation. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg says officials want to make sure American, Delta, United, and Southwest Airlines are not shortchanging passengers out of their frequent flyer miles and rewards points. Investigators are looking into just how rewards programs are impacted by extra fees and surge pricing. The Mega Millions jackpot is growing. Tonight's $740 million drawing is the 7th highest prize in the game's history. The cash option is just over $366 million. And now fans of Chipotle can show off their favorite restaurant for Halloween. The chain has partnered with Spirit Halloween on a line of bodysuits that resemble several restaurant items, like a Chipotle napkin, to-go bag, or burrito wrapper. The costumes are available starting today on Spirit Halloween's website and at select store locations with a price tag of $39.99. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Carissa Lawson.
At the noon hour, here's your stock report. The Dow down 405 points, NASDAQ down 452, and the S&P 500 also down today 98. Our call for action volunteers are in the building taking your consumer complaints and taking action on your behalf. You can call for action 608-270-2833 or submit a claim anytime at channel3000.com/call-for-action. Straight ahead, we're tracking today's egg prices along with the first warn forecast. Then later on Live at 4, we go behind the wheel with Harvey Briggs and the Honda Ridgeline.
Save big at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Choose an Amish handcrafted sofa from our showroom or let our design experts customize a look for you during the Smith Brothers factory authorized sale.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture
at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Tens of millions of roofs across America are failing, wearing out decades early and leaking, oftentimes without you knowing about it, causing tremendous damage. Here's how you know you have a problem with your roof. Black streaking, your roof looks rough, or granules shedding off into your gutters or showing up in your driveway. Your roof is wearing out too fast and it's going to cost you a bundle. RoofMax makes your roof like new by strengthening and rejuvenating it. So give us a call and we'll give you a free assessment to see if your roof qualifies.
Here's a few things I believe. Middle-class families, like the one I grew up in, they want common sense solutions. You want lower prices and lower taxes. I believe you want to just not get by, but you want to get ahead. We must create an opportunity economy where everyone has a chance to get a car loan, buy a home, start a business. But most of all, that instead of being focused on the politics of the past, we need to be thinking about the future. I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
I just this morning made a new hole in my belt, so that was super exciting.
Why are women everywhere choosing Sonobello, the advanced solution for permanent fat removal?
I saw the results immediately. It's the best I have felt since I was in my 20s.
My waist is tiny. I'm very, very happy.
I'm nearly 50, y'all, and my abs haven't been this flat since before I've had kids.
For a limited time, take advantage of Sonobello's best offer of the year. Sonobello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells for good on your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more.
Check it out. Snatch waist. Loving the results.
It will change your life. It did for me.
Call 1-888-510-6198 now or go to sonobello.com to claim special pricing.
Save big at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Choose an Amish handcrafted sofa from our showroom or let our design experts customize a look for you during the Smith Brothers factory authorized sale.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture
at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
News 3 Now is focusing on the issues and the races that matter where you live with 3 for the People.
Talking with local candidates, looking at both sides of the issues and fact-checking it all so you can cast your vote with confidence.
3 for the People, only on News 3 Now.
Hello? You gotta get your story straight. What an idiot. Get it through your noodle. Don't give a rat's behind. That's baloney.
A new era begins.
And I'm just getting started.
Judy Justice. Premiering September 9th on WISC-TV. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
We are back with more breaking news now at noon. The suspect in the killing of UW-Whitewater student Kara Welsh is formally charged this afternoon. Court records show the district attorney charged Chad Richards with first-degree intentional homicide with a modifier for the use of a dangerous weapon. This stems from the death of Welsh last week. Police say she was shot to death not far from the campus. We'll have more updates for you as we learn right here on Channel 3000, News 3 Now, and channel3000.com. Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report is out of the radio barn. She's headed north to host the Packer Watch Party tonight. So here are your farm numbers. To a certified most accurate forecast now. First, where meteorologist Kelly Slifka is out on the weather patio with a very fall-like forecast, Kelly.
Yeah, kind of scrambling to find that heavier jacket. You're going to need it the next couple of days, but don't put away those shorts quite yet. Next week, could be talking about some record high temperatures. We need some rain. Radar 3000 not picking up a whole lot. A couple up there in Adams and Juneau County, northwest of the Dells. They're sinking down toward the Dells. Also starting to move into parts of Sauk County, seeing some of these showers. Then over there toward Richland Center. Mainly light showers are not going to amount to a whole lot, but you can see over there toward Lancaster, headed toward Platteville, seeing some of these showers as well. Now, we need the rain. You know, we had so much rain the first, well, most of the summer up until about August, but we are starting to see some of these abnormally dry conditions starting to show up across southern areas of the state. And unfortunately, these spotty showers that we see today, you may get lucky if you get a heavier shower picking up 1/4 of an inch, but most locations may not even see anything. But if you do, probably about 1/10 of an inch at best. All right, we've got another cold front moving out of Canada. So this is a reinforcing shot of some cool air. You can see it moving across Minnesota. And that's what's going to dive down to the south and actually bring us even cooler temperatures come tomorrow. The good news, I guess, if you still want to hang on to some summer-like weather, we will see that warmer weather return, it looks like, by early next week. So the weekend, kind of a tale of 2 days. Saturday not looking great as far as temperatures are concerned, looking at 64. It will be breezy as well with that northerly wind up to around 8 to 15 miles per hour. Sunday does look a little bit better. The winds will be a little bit lighter, kind of switching around to the west. So milder temperatures as we get up to 72 as we get back into more sunshine. All right, temperatures today only in the mid to upper 60s this afternoon, and they'll fall quickly this evening. We've got Friday night football, so make sure you have that heavier jacket. Bring along that blanket as well. Just a few afternoon showers. Most of this is fairly light, but the fall-like weather will continue right through tomorrow. But it's going to quickly warm up next week. We'll be well in the 80s, and we could be breaking several records. And it looks like that's going to extend right into next weekend. So, yeah, it's going to be quite a change. You can see our 6 to 10 day outlook, which does include next weekend, even into the beginning parts of the following week. Above average temperatures across much of the country, cooler than average temperatures across the Gulf coastal states. And that'll put us, well, we'll be in the 60s on Saturday, but we'll jump quickly right back in the mid-80s throughout much of next week going into next weekend. All right, a couple of showers popping up here and there. Once again, these are going to be brief, passing through. For the afternoon hours, as we get closer toward that dinner hour, a lot of these will start to dissipate. Temperatures cooling off quickly tonight. Will fall through the 40s, low to mid 40s, waking up tomorrow morning. That's the coldest temperatures we've had since May. Tomorrow at the noon hour, we're still not above 60. If you are headed to the Badger game, make sure you have that sweatshirt, that extra jacket, because temperatures are only in the low 60s. And also, we're going to see fairly breezy conditions coming in out of the north. Right now, it's 62 in Madison, also the Dells, 61 in Lone Rock, 66 in Janesville. We'll call for 67 today with widely scattered light showers passing through, down to 43 tonight, 64 tomorrow, 72 Sunday. There are those 80s. Unfortunately, though, we don't have a whole lot of rain in that 10-day forecast, just lots of sunshine and definitely feeling like summer going right into next weekend.
A tale of two different seasons.
That's
All right,
right.
Kelly, thank you. Howard's in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen making a casserole that he says any grandmother would approve of.
I want to give you a heads up that this Sunday is National Grandparents' Day. So why not carve out a few minutes this weekend and make a dish to celebrate them? Maybe it's Grandma's iced oatmeal cookies or Grandpa's famous Sunday morning pancakes. No matter what your favorite recipe of theirs is, we have one that is grandparent approved. To make it, all we do is cook a pound of spaghetti like we normally would do and drain it well. While that cools, we saute some onions, peppers, and mushrooms in a bit of butter. Once they're tender, we add our cooked pasta along with a good amount of chicken broth, some condensed cheese soup, and a bit of crumbled bacon. After it's mixed, we spoon it into a baking dish and into the oven it goes. In less than 30 minutes, when it comes out all bubbling hot, it's ready to serve. Maybe make this for your grandparents, or if you are one, I know your kids and grandkids will love this too. I do hope you'll go online and get the recipe for what we call Grandma's Best Casserole. This way you'll have a new recipe that can be passed down generation after generation. Because when a recipe starts in Grandma's kitchen and it's made with TLC, you can bet it's so good.
Next at noon, Angie Edge from Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin on how to soak up the end of summer with Wisconsin cheese.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Make your tailgate tail great at Hy-Vee. Fresh ground chuck, $3.98 a pound. Hy-Vee potato chips, just 99 cents. And Coke 6-pack bottles, just $2.98. Save in-store and online, Friday through Sunday at Hy-Vee.
Kamala Harris cast the tie-breaking vote that created America's inflation.
The vice president votes in the affirmative, and the bill is passed.
Economists said Harris's vote led directly to the higher prices we pay. 22% more for groceries, 50% more for gas. Mortgage costs nearly double. Thanks a lot, Kamala. Trump had our economy humming. He'll do it again.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message. Arby's is full of choices. Quick, you can get your favorite stuff, 3 for $5.
Pretty good.
Incredible value for a limited time. Reach in and eat whatever you grab. Arby's, we have the meats.
Oh man, you get a 5-star review. That's like the Cadillac of all Cadillacs.
I have a lot of them. Oh, you're Jake? And I'm like, yeah, I'm Jake. And they're like, oh, I saw your reviews. It's really good.
Quality service quickly, that's what you get with Precision.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
I'm a 2-time Trump voter.
In 2024, I cannot support Donald Trump.
Trump is 100%
responsible for January 6th.
His treatment of women is just disgusting.
Trump called servicemen suckers and losers.
If Trump has a second term,
it will be much worse than the first.
Kamala Harris is a prosecutor.
He's a convicted felon.
In 2024,
I will be
proudly voting for Kamala Harris.
Republican Accountability PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Your best night's sleep starts on a new Tempur-Pedic from Steinhoffels. Tempur-Pedics are designed to make aches and pains a thing of the past by relieving pressure points and supporting the body as no other mattress can. Right now, save up to $700 on Tempur-Pedic adjustable base sets. Tempur-Pedic Queen Hybrid mattresses start at only $48 per month when you use Steinhoffel's 60-month financing. Sleep better tonight on a new Tempur-Pedic. Shop in-store or online at steinhoffels.com.
Make your tailgate tail great at Hy-Vee. Fresh ground chuck, $3.98 a pound. Hy-Vee potato chips, just 99 cents. And Coke 6-pack bottles, just $2.98. Save in-store and online, Friday through Sunday at Hy-Vee.
Welcome back. Angie Edge from Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin joins us, and you're helping us kind of hang on to summer, right?
I know. We're hanging on to the final days of summer with fresh produce, Wisconsin cheese. We're not quite ready for those winter meals yet.
Not quite, yes. You're kind of helping us get ready for a nice little appetizer here.
Yeah, you know, you got a lot of football coming up this weekend, so we have some fresh produce here paired with Wisconsin cheese. And this is an heirloom tomato phyllo dough tart. Very simple to make. There's actually layers of phyllo dough brushed with real Wisconsin butter as a base layer. The middle layer has Wisconsin cheddar. It also has some fresh chives, basil, a little shallot, and then you're also going to layer over those heirloom tomatoes. And so you're really only going to bake it in the oven for about 15 minutes. Super easy to make. You can smell that basil, the fresh chives. And what's really special, you're not surprised by this, is the Wisconsin cheddar that we're using.
The cheese has got to get in there somewhere.
So Wisconsin is really the ultimate innovator for cheddar. We make so many specialty varieties, from curds to 20-year-age cheddar, bandaged cheddar, cave-aged cheddar, flavor-infused cheddar, you name it. But today we have a very special cheddar. It's a specialty cheddar. It's the farm cheddar, and it actually is made from one farm's milk over in Fenimore, Wisconsin, a local producer, and it actually is made from the milk of the A2 protein. So they've bred their cows specifically for that specific protein.
Wow.
So it's a little bit easier for people to digest, and you can actually find this at all the local Hy-Vee stores, so very easy to find, and it's a great way to support our local dairy farmers. So one family farm, but 95% of our farms here in Wisconsin are family owned. So we're really proud of the fact that it's generations of farming and generations of cheese making that make these products really so special.
Oh, that's so awesome. Of course, we love any Wisconsin cheese, but when you get them local, especially Southwest Wisconsin, Fenimore, I mean, that's pretty unique.
Yeah, it's very unique. So, you know, try it out, look for it. It's very smooth, creamy, it melts beautifully, but also great as a table cheese as well. And they also make some different varieties too. So I know you're a cheese lover, Josh.
Big time, big time. It's like always trying those new things. And important to always look for that Proudly Wisconsin.
Yeah, we got you trained well.
Yes, you do.
Proudly Wisconsin, you know it's made local, you know it's made with Wisconsin milk, and again, supporting those local Wisconsin farmers.
I think that's what's so special is like there are so many different recipes, right? And you can change it up just by doing a different cheese, and it might change the whole flavor.
And you know, Wisconsin produces 50% of the specialty cheeses across the nation with over 600 varieties. So, you know, we can talk about all different cheeses every day of the week. So lots to choose from.
And we never get bored talking about cheese too. And what's nice too, like obviously football season, there are so many different appetizers, meals, you know, we're almost a crock-pot season. Like there are so many ways to be able to utilize it.
You got to have curds and cheese spreads and cheeseburgers. I mean, you can't go wrong.
100%. All right, so if people have any interest in some recipe ideas, what's the best way for them to
like
find
I said, you can go to wisconsincheese.com. You can find all these recipes. You can learn more about our cheese makers, different pairing ideas. There's just a wealth of information on, you know, the state of cheese here.
Happy football time, right? And we're hanging on to summer.
Yeah, we are.
Thank you, Angie.
Thank you.
Kelly is talking about some fall-like temperatures before the return of summer in his first warn forecast. Kelly?
Yeah, we do have the cool weather out there today. It's going to remain cool tomorrow, but we're going to quickly jump right back into some summer-like temperatures going to next week. Boy, I tell you what, we need some rain. We just did not get much yesterday. Don't have a whole lot showing up on our radar 3000 right now up toward the Dells. Richland Center, everything's sinking down to the south, southeast. Madison may see a brief shower passing through as we go through the afternoon hours, probably about 2, 3, 4 o'clock. 67 today, a bit brisk with that north wind. Another breezy day tomorrow. 64 after starting out at 43 tomorrow morning. Quite a bit of sunshine expected this weekend. Sunday looks like the nicest day of the weekend as we get up to 72. The winds will be a lot lighter coming in out of the west. And as mentioned, we're talking about some summer-like temperatures back in the 80s. Could be breaking some records next week, and it looks like there's no end in sight right through next weekend, mid to upper 80s.
All right, Kelly, thank you, and thanks for joining us, everyone. Go Pack Go and go Bucky. We'll see you Monday.